Hello friend, today we will learn the FIFO. FIFO is first in first out file is the pipe that having a name. So if you don't know pipe, you see our other video. The FIFO is a named pipe. FIFO has the name in the pipe file system. It is also called the named pipe. So FIFO is designed to communicate between the multiple process and it is we are solving the problem of the normal pipe. What is the problem of normal pipe is we can only communicate with the relative process. Here what we are having, this process P1 and P2 want to communicate with each other, so they are using a file, and this file we are creating the FIFO file and which is stored in a kernel. Let's see how to create a FIFO. In order to create FIFO, we are having a directives and system call. We have to use it. After creation of FIFO file, we have to do the read write operation, and like normally how we read write the file. And finally, we have to at the last we can close the file and we can exit from it. So in this video, we will see exactly like how FIFO is creating and how we are using it. So how to write a program, how to write a FIFO file and how to create it and how to use it. Let's see through the program. So for that, while writing the program, we need a following system calls. Out of this following system call, one is MK node. We have to use first we have to create the node that is the FIFO file. So what we have to do is the in this the parameter are path, mode, and dev. So path is where which file we want to create it. Mode is which what is the permission we want to give it, and device. Currently we can write it 0 here in case of FIFO. We'll discuss this later. We have to use another system call that is open. It is like normal open. It will open the file into read write or read and write both mode. This is the write. Once the file is open, we will have file descriptor with us, and using that file descriptor we can write it, and later we can close it. So now here it is a programming. So we'll write a program. Let's start it. Open a Vim and some file name. So we are having file FIFO write.c, and now we will start writing a program. So basic since we are doing in a user mode, so let's start int main void and return 0. Now here first what we have to do is mk node. So let's start the system call mk node, and this mk node we have to go into the manual page. So I will show you how is the manual page and how it works. We had opened another terminal here and we are opening the mk node. In this mk node we have to include following files. You can see here which we had copied now, and all these files are available here, and they are all the header files. And in mk node we have to give the path name. So we are telling which file we want, and now we have to give the permissions. So we are giving here this s underscore FIFO. We want to create the FIFO and we want to give the permission to read and write for the user and root and the group also. So like that permission we had given 666 means we given read write permission to user and all. This 0 signifies that the dev 0, it signifies that for the FIFO we have to make them 0. In other cases we will make this other thing. So it will return one integer, and that we will check the what is the return values. You can see the minus on 0 on success. So it will return 0 on success and minus 1 on failure. So now here what is the case is we have to check, consider if FIFO is already exists, that time it will return a error. So that we have to check it. If error is coming, then it should not be exist. So that's why we are removing those two things. We are checking whether it is non minus 1, and as well as if error is not exist. In all other case it will fail and we will exit from here. If this condition is passed, it means our file is created successfully. For error number we are using, that error number is available in error.h, error no.h. Now we can say our file is open created successfully, so we can print it here. It is just a message. So my FIFO is created successfully. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to use open system call. So let's see open. We'll go in a manual page for open. And in open you can see like following include files are required. Apart from that, we have to, for opening purpose, we have to give path name, so which file we want to open, and the flag. So file is my FIFO, and the flag we can see is in the downside in the manual page. The we want to open in a, this is here it is a typo actually, so we have to open for writing purpose. Later on we will correct this thing. So you can say on it will return -1, otherwise it will return the file description. So either it will return the file descriptor or it will return the -1. So we can check it whether here the -1 or not. So after open we have to use the write system call. For write system call, let's go in manual page. So we have to give the file descriptor and the buffer, means what we want to write it, and size of that, how much we want to write. So we are using size of, and same message we can copy paste, or we can write the number also how much. Correct. So this will write the thing, and after that we can close the file descriptor. Yeah. So that way we had created the file and closed it. Now let's compile it. Yeah, one bracket is missing. Let's correct it. Now let's compile it. Yeah, so it's work fine. Now we have to go for the reading. So we need two process. One will be write, one will be read. So for reading, we have to open up, we have to create a node file, then we have to open it. All is same. So we'll just copy the same write file into another read file, and we'll open the FIFO read. In this, what we will do, we'll open the, see we have to MK node, we have to open it. After that we have to after opening we have to do the reading. So in reading, what we have to do, pass the file descriptor, then buffer, and then how much. So file descriptor is already there. Now we have to pass some buffer where we will read it, and how much we want to give. So we given just one random number 10. So we'll make one buffer where we are going to receive. So consider we made buffer of RxBuf and a size of 10. So now both file is created, and we are compiling now the read file. Yeah, so it successfully got compiled. Now let's open both file together and we'll run one by one. Yeah, that was the mistake. So in the write it will be, we'll open for write only, and for reading we'll use the for read only. So now both file is compiled properly. Now let's run it. Now let's run it FIFO write. Once we do the FIFO write, it's a blocking call, and it will create the file and it will block until it's somebody open for reading. Now we'll open the read FIFO read. It will say, it will open same file, and it will got the data from FIFO, and that is learn from PTI. The same data we had written in the while writing. So our FIFO is working. Now let's open the FIFO file and check like what all properties it is having. So we can do the ls minus l, and you can see the myFIFO file. In that myFIFO file, it is starting with p. The p means pipe basically, so it's a named pipe, so that's why the first term is p and all other is the access permission. So now FIFO versus pipe. Unlike what was the problem with the pipe is pipe will work only with the relative processes, while the FIFO can work with the any process because it is having a name, and any process can open the FIFO file because we are having the name and we can access and read and write, we can do it. So this was not possible with the pipe. Reason being, pipe was the named pipe. Sorry, pipe is a only work with the relative process, while FIFO can work for any process. So here we are having the another method. Once we created the FIFO file, we will be able to read and write directly through the cat command. So you can see here, we can open two shell here, and in those shell we can, in one shell we can write the command into that FIFO file, and other we can read it. So here we are having two terminal. We'll use the FIFO file, and let's see here. So we'll say cat myFIFO, and whatever we are writing, it will write to myFIFO. In another process, we are reading from that file. So you can see whatever we are able to write, whatever we want, and you simultaneously it appearing on the other file. So that's how it working.